All right, you kicking this one off? We got to figure out our intro.
I know, I feel like I did it last time, so do you want to do it this time?
Or I think we should keep rolling with it.
Okay, do we remember what I did?
Welcome.
That's what I did?
Welcome.
We
welcome you to Life in Progress.
Welcome to Life in Progress. I'm Carly.
And I'm Ilana.
And wow, is this our second episode?
This is our second episode. We're doing it. High five.
Whoop.
Hell yeah.
We're doing it. We are doing the podcast thing. We are stuck. We announced it. We're ready to go.
We're really excited. Announcing it was so fun.
I know. It was really fun. A little stressful,
but really fun. Thank you guys to everyone who followed us at It's Life in Progress on Instagram and at It's Life in Progress on TikTok and everywhere else where you want to follow us. But we are really excited to be back. And some of you sent in questions, which is amazing. I don't know. I just want to keep saying I'm excited because we are so excited.
We are excited. We are very excited. We are excited. I was going to say something else.
So insightful. Also, we showed up. I'm not even kidding you guys. I look at us as we're getting on this bed and I go, God damn it, we matched unintentionally again.
It's like concerning at
like,
this point.
We keep doing this.
And it's like not the same colors, but it's close enough where it's like that looks weird, but also like cool a little.
And for anyone who's not watching, though you can watch the video on Spotify and clips on our socials, Carly's wearing black leggings and a pink sweatshirt, and I'm wearing pink leggings and a black sweatshirt.
Okay, but your leggings are coral.
Okay.
They are not pink.
Okay, the pink police has arrived.
Thank you again for everyone. I know Ilana just said it, for following us. If you haven't, definitely follow us because that's where we're going to be updating and posting and asking questions and yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Also, we're gonna like play whatever games we're playing like this or that at the end of every episode. We're gonna be also asking those questions back to you guys. And then if there's any this or that question that you want us to answer, we will also do that and it'll be really fun.
Yes.
So ask us your questions.
Yes. So we did do a little poll just to kick this off to really see what everyone was interested in. And we've noticed this topic come up so many times throughout our social medias, people messaging us to talk about it. And it won our poll.
It won the poll.
Won the poll.
What's the topic, Carly? Tell us.
And that topic is friendships. Something Ilana and I know very, very, very much about. Very much
Do
about?
we?
Is that the right
grammar?
Very much about, yeah. Very much about. Yeah, I feel like we do. I feel like we've gone through our fair share of ups, downs, in-betweens, losses.
Lefts, rights.
Gains, losses, all of the above.
Yeah.
So to start off, how do I want to say this? If you're out there and you're listening to this and you are just feeling like shit about your friends or you're feeling lost or you're feeling like you're not enough or you're feeling like you don't have too many friends or maybe you have no friends, it's okay. Let's fucking normalize that everyone goes through this. You're not going to be liked by everyone. And it's okay that you don't have a million friends.
Yeah. I love that you said let's normalize this because I do think that it is so important to recognize not everybody has a million friends. And that could be for a million different reasons, but that doesn't mean that somebody's like not worthy of friendship and that human connection. And I think in our world, it's so easy to feel like you are less than because you go on social media and it seems like everybody's always doing all of this stuff with their friends. And, oh, if you weren't invited to this thing or you didn't go out on this night, like you're a loser. And like, that's just not true. But even people who do have friends feel that way. Like I literally started crying last weekend because it was a holiday weekend and I realized like I didn't make any plans and suddenly every single person I knew was doing something else and was busy and nobody had invited me to do anything with them. And I was like, does nobody want to spend time with me? Does nobody care about me? Like, was I forgotten?
And then you take it so personally when I think the biggest thing to realize, and I'm still learning this and it's definitely gotten me in trouble a lot with myself, honestly, is that it's not personal.
Yeah.
How people treat you is not personal and it's not about you. It is about them. So for example, Ilana feeling like, you know, what the hell? Like, did anyone even remember I existed this weekend? Why did no one text me? Why did no one call me? Like, to be honest.
What? Be honest.
Like, not everyone is thinking about everyone else constantly.
And it's not, nobody personally left me out of their plans. It didn't say anything about me or about my friends. Like, everyone just was doing their own thing.
Yeah.
And I took it on me. Like, I was sitting there crying, being like, wow, like, sometimes I feel like I do have a lot of friends and like I've created this great social circle for myself, but clearly that's not true. If I'm sitting here like this, by myself, like, and I don't even now want to go outside because I'm sad and I just want to be sad inside, even though it's a beautiful day. And now I'm feeling like depressed about the fact that I can't even get off my couch because I feel lame when I'm going to go outside and see all of these other people doing
Mhm.
all of these fun things.
Who knows if they're even fun?
They're not.
That's another
They're
thing.
not.
Half the time it's like you want to be invited to these things, and then
Oh
you
my
get
God.
there and you're like, why am I here?
Half the time when I am invited, I never want to go.
Yeah, exactly.
I will always want to choose to not. I want to choose to be at home alone.
Right. But you always want to be
But
invited.
I want the option to go. I want to
Yes.
know that I'm wanted somewhere. That's like
Yes.
what it comes down to, is being wanted.
Yeah, it's being wanted. It's being wanted and knowing that someone chooses you.
Yeah.
I feel like you had some questions or some topics I think we should just kind of start with.
Yeah, let's talk about kind of friendships changing over time. I think a lot of people like go into college or come out of college with like groups of friends, and it's like everybody does everything all together. And then suddenly, like, people meet other people or you grow apart. And I think it's really important to recognize how much friendships do change over time and that there's nothing wrong with that. I
Right.
think oftentimes it's like if somebody was your best friend at one point, it's like, well, you have to be best friends forever, because if not, then like what happened? But sometimes things don't happen. You just become different people.
Mm-hmm. Especially when you're in college. I think that's a huge one because when you go into college, your friends are made for you.
Yeah.
And it's so much easier to have that group, quote unquote, group of friends. And most people in college do have that group of friends. But in reality, you're not always going to have that big group of friends. And that's okay. That's totally fine. And I think people graduating after college find it very hard to stay in that group. And I know a lot of people who don't even want to be in that group and aren't even friends with half the people in that group. And
Yep.
you wouldn't have been friends with them if it weren't for that college experience.
Yeah, that like mutual time, place, social life
Yeah.
situation. Yeah, it's so funny. If you take a group of 10 girls and break it down, it's like there's 4 of the girls who don't talk to 6 of the other
Yeah.
girls. There's like 2 or 3 core groups of like 4 people. And then there's people who are like have one best friend in the group, but really don't spend time with anyone else, or like actually hate other people
Yep.
in the group
Yep.
and like dislike them and have had like drama with them. Like, friend groups are so bizarre. And I think one thing that I've realized over the years, and this isn't towards any like group of friends in particular that I've had, I actually feel like I've always been like not so much a group of friends person, where I've had like the people I've been closest to are from all different walks of life, and that's presented its own challenges that we can get into another time. But I've felt like because I was once a part of a certain group, it's like, well, I owe it to them to continue reaching out to them, to continue
Mhm.
showing up, even if it doesn't feel organic for me anymore. It doesn't feel like there's purpose to it anymore. I feel obligated because I feel like, well, if other people are still doing it and I don't, then I'm the
Mhm.
asshole.
And you shouldn't. And I think it's funny because we're opposites in that way, where you kind of always, like, you were never really in, I mean, you say you have different friends from different
Yeah.
paths of life. Like, I was always that person that was in that group,
Mhm.
high school, college, after college, and it's bit me in the ass every single time. Every single time it's bit me in the fucking ass. And this is the first time in my life where I don't have a group of friends. I really don't. I don't have any group of friends that, I'm texting to hang out on the weekends or I'm making plans with. Now, everyone I interact with are people that have really shown me they are the people that want to be in my life. And I get really sad about it sometimes because I'm like, wow, I don't have a group of friends to just talk to,
Yeah.
and feel like I'm a part of. But I'm starting to be okay with that because now I know the people that I do have are in my life for a reason and they want to be there, not just because we're in this group.
Why do you think it is that you've been burned by every group?
I don't know. Can you let me know? I don't know. I think
Asking for a friend.
Yeah. I think a lot of it, I did it to myself in a way. I'm a very anxious and paranoid person, and I think that's just my brain chemistry. And I think in every group of friends I have, I'm not saying it was all my fault. Like, I think I put myself in shittier positions.
Mhm.
But I don't think those friends are shitty people. I think that I don't know. I think that I just always, and it comes back to confidence and feeling not good enough, but I feel like I always pushed people away because I almost wanted to like force it. And I wasn't confident in the relationships that I had and the friendships that I have, that I would go above and beyond,
Like overcompensate. Yeah,
overcompensate
I feel
and
that.
people please
Yep.
and make sure that everyone likes me, make sure everyone's happy, make sure no one's mad at me. And I think it got to the point where it pushed people
Yeah.
away, which sucks because I was doing it with good intentions. I
Right.
was, and I think it's something that I definitely noticed and had to work on. But what sucks is that the people that I thought were my best friends, I've opened up to about this, and
Yeah.
it just kind of burned me.
Yeah. I totally relate to what you're saying in terms of like wanting to make sure everyone's happy, wanting to make sure nobody's mad at you. And I feel like a huge lesson that I had to learn for myself, and this took me a while, and I'm still kind of dealing with it on some occasions, but I started kind of taking note of who I would spend time with and then leave feeling like on a
Good.
high,
Yeah.
feeling great, feeling like that was so fun. Like I feel so good and like myself after spending time with these people versus who I would spend time with people and then leave being like, oh my God, I wonder if they're talking shit about me behind my back
Mhm.
now that I left. Or like,
Yeah.
I wonder if they were upset that I said this thing, or oh my God, like, should I not have said that? Like, should I have asked about this? Like, there are friends I've just noticed over the years where I feel really self-conscious around.
Yeah.
And I feel like I can't fully be myself. And I've noticed that there have been people I've met throughout my 20s where I don't feel that way at all. And I just feel like on a high and so uplifted and supported. And like I can be my complete, authentic, absurd, weird, ridiculous self.
So you're welcome.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I agree. I think a lot of people feel that way, where they have this anxious feeling with certain friendships
Yeah.
that when they leave, they're like, is that person talking about me?
Yeah.
And
that's the worst feeling, leaving
it's
a
the
room with people. Like
worst.
if you have to leave somewhere early,
yeah,
it's
it's
like,
the
what are
worst.
they saying? Yeah. The
I mean,
worst feeling ever.
but I think it's a two-way street there. And I feel like I'm being very self-aware by saying this. I
Yeah.
think there was so much that was in my own head
Mhm.
that projected onto these friendships
It's
that
possible.
made them talk shit, and it
Yeah.
made them want to step away, which sucks because your true friends won't do that. But I don't know, it's tough. Friendship, I mean, we'll talk about this, but friendship breakups are a very, very, very hard thing, and
Yeah.
I'm dealing with it in this moment right now, and I feel like it's harder than a regular breakup.
I agree.
Yeah.
Because you it's something you never expect to happen. Like relationships, you go in knowing, okay, it's either gonna work out or it's gonna end.
Yeah.
Friendships, or it's like, oh well, this is my friend, this is my best friend. Like that's never gonna happen. We're never gonna break each other's hearts or like risk losing each other. It's like, no, we're friends, and we just don't realize that there is the possibility of that. And sometimes it can hurt way worse than a breakup. You can feel more blindsided or betrayed or backstabbed, and it can feel so unexpected. I have a question for you because I think about this sometimes.
Okay.
Do you ever wonder how often and what people are screenshotting that you're saying and sending to their other friends? Like, I screenshot things a million times a day and send it to people. Like, look what this person said. Sorry to my friends who are listening. Like, I'm guilty of it. I bet you are too.
Totally.
But like, what are people screenshotting?
Oh, I'm
that
sure
I'm
so
texting
much.
them
I'm sure
and saying
so
like,
much.
oh my God, like, Ilana's such a bitch. Like, I can't believe she said that. Or like what texts are people like drafting responses to in their notes app?
Oh,
consulting
you
with
don't
a
even
friend
know.
and then sending to me, and I'm not thinking twice about it, like as if I'm immune to that.
Yeah. Oh my
That's
God.
such a
Probably
crazy
so
thing to think
many.
about.
I think especially when I started doing like TikTok.
Oh yeah, people definitely
and-
talk shit about us all the time.
Oh yeah, 100%. But
It's all
like,
good.
whatever. I feel, and you know what? I know there are certain friends that I have
Yeah,
that I don't think they have.
I agree.
I
Yeah.
think there are certain people, and maybe I'm wrong, but I know there are certain people who have, and I know there are certain people who I feel like I'm not worried. And if they did say something, it's not out of like malicious like behavior. It's
Yeah.
just out of like, oh, I don't know.
There are definitely people who I am confident that they never have like thought into anything I've said, and like
Right.
those are the best friendships and the
Yeah.
most like comfortable, happy, safe ones.
Yeah.
But On that note, I apologize for any friends I've ever screenshotted a text of.
Yeah, same.
Mm.
It was never malicious.
No, it wasn't. It's more just like, am I in trouble? Like, what do I say back?
Right.
Yeah. It's not you, it's me.
It's not you.
Wait, have you ever screenshotted a
And send it to
conversation?
the person.
Yes.
Yep. Yep. I have, and it gives me PTSD, and I can't even talk about it.
There's nothing worse.
Nothing
Nothing
worse.
worse.
There's nothing you could do about it too.
No.
Nothing you can do about it. It's already sent. Like, oops, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Like,
It wasn't an accident. I mean, that was an accident, but you didn't accidentally screenshot. Like,
no.
no. Okay.
Yeah, awkward.
I want to talk about making new friends in your 20s because we get asked about this a lot because
Yeah.
obviously we met each other recently and we tell people that.
Yes.
So everyone's like, how do you make new friends in your 20s? And you're someone who's moved around a lot.
Yeah.
And I know for a lot of people, that's a huge part of it because maybe they're moving to a new city after graduation, or maybe they moved for a new job, or maybe their friends moved away, or they've realized like they've outgrown their friends and want to meet new people. What would you suggest?
So a little backstory on me is, I went to UF. I had a group of girls that I was best friends with all 4 years. We graduated. We all moved to New York. During that time, I felt like every one of those girls had so many other friends and I didn't. And I was very lonely in New York City. It was very tough for me. I felt like I was that annoying girl that was constantly trying to make plans with these 5 girls, but they always had something else because they had their camp friends, they had their home friends. I didn't have any of that. I didn't know anyone else in the city. So I really had to put myself out there. And unfortunately, New York just was not for me. That was not for me.
It breaks my heart that we didn't, like, we were, guys, like, we lived like a few blocks away from each other.
And I
for
wonder
years.
what my life would have been like if I had friends
Right there
during that time in New York that I maybe had more friends, or I don't know what it was. It was a tough period. And listen, like, to those girls, we went a long time without speaking after, and now I'm great friends with them again just because of life. So it's nothing against them at all. They're great people. But during that time, I felt so lonely. And I moved to LA. I moved without a job, without friends, without family. And that was a place I felt like, holy shit, I don't know a single human. Like, you thought I was lonely in New York City? Like, what did I just do? I just moved I moved across the country. And it was lonely at first, but then I just really put myself out there. I started asking anyone I knew, literally anyone I knew from any part of my life, hey, do you know anyone in LA that like you could introduce me to? Because I had no option. I had no choice. Like, I had to meet people. And that's exactly what happened. Some random person in my sorority who I barely spoke to introduced me to someone in LA who became my best friend for the 5 years I was in LA. And from there,
you were there for 5 years?
Yeah.
Wait, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was there for a while.
That's a long time.
Yeah, 2016 to COVID, to the start of COVID. I mean, 2020.
Wait, no, it wasn't 26. When did you live in New York City?
It was, well, I went right after I graduated. So like it was
New York.
half of, yeah. So I graduated 2016, but it still was.
You only stayed in New York City for a few months?
No. So I guess it was 2016, but beginning of 2017. Like, I stayed there for like 8 months, I want to say.
Okay.
But I moved right after, like
wow.
the spring or whatever it was. So anyway, made some friends in LA. Thought they'd be my best friends for life, and some are, but really had to put myself out there. It was really hard. I started going on Facebook and just asking people. And
did you ever consider Bumble BFF?
It wasn't a thing, first of all, I don't think, back then. And I think it was definitely much weirder than it is now. Yeah. I think it's a little more normalized now. Also, I wish TikTok was a thing back then, because I've made so many great
friends. You would have made,
Yeah, but it was weird. But when I moved to LA, it was weird to meet people on social media. Like, that wasn't a thing. And I'm so thankful that it's not weird anymore. And I'm trying to make it not weird, because that's how I've met now my best friends. But yeah, you just need to put yourself out there and reach out to random people, ask around, introduce yourself to people like on the freaking street. Like, I would just talk to a wall. You know what I mean? Like, I would talk up anyone. And then after LA, I moved to Miami, and I also only knew like one person. And again, I had to try to find people. So some of those people did move to Florida. I got lucky, but those are some of the people I had the friendship breakup with. So it's like I had to start all over again. And really, now I use social media. I I see who I vibe with. I reach out to people. Like I'm so lucky. Obviously, we met each other, and meeting in your 20s is hard, and maintaining relationships in your 20s is hard because it's not college. Again, you're not seeing them every day. You're not doing a lot of things together. You have to make that effort. So I would say if you're someone, you just moved to a new city or you just want to meet new people, just really put yourself out there and make the effort, and eventually it will become more natural. But, for the first couple of friendship dates, you got to put in the fucking work. It's like
Yeah.
dating.
No, it literally is. And I think it's also important to recognize, whether it's you're moving to a new place and you're meeting people, or you've been in your place but you feel like you don't have your people, you haven't found them yet. Whatever stage of like looking for friends you're in,
Mhm.
or existing in your own world with your current friends, I think it's really important to recognize that you don't need to have like one friend for everything.
Yeah.
That's too much pressure to put on
Oh,
somebody,
yeah.
because that person is not going to be able to satisfy every single one of your needs. Like, I think a big lesson that I learned was that it's okay to have friends who are just my fun friends.
Mhm.
Or I have friends who, like, every few months, like, we go to a workout class and grab dinner together, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like, we just catch up every few months. Like, we maintain our friendship, but nobody's forcing the friendship to be more than what it is. Like, and then there are some friends who you can get deeper with, or friends who you go do XYZ activity with. Like, there are not going to be friends for every single part of your life, and that's okay. You
That's
just have to
okay.
accept them for what part of their life, of your life, they do fit in with.
I think something that really gets to me a lot and upsets me, and I know I've talked to you about this, is, we're at the age, well, you're engaged, but we are at the time where like, drink. We are at the time where we are getting engaged and going to get married. And I've been to all these weddings where I've seen these people have all these friends make speeches. And every time I see that, I just think to myself, I don't have that. I don't have 10 bridesmaids that are going to get up there and talk about how long they've known me and talk about all of these stories, because a lot of my friends are more recent, and it scares me because I get so upset by it. And I know I shouldn't, because who cares,
No, but you care.
I care. Yes, I do. I care. But I'm trying not to, because at the end of the day, sometimes half the people that speak at your weddings you don't talk to in 10 years.
Exactly. Exactly.
So, it's hard. So I'm saying that because if anybody else feels that way and, they're at these weddings, or they think, oh, well, I don't have that many bridesmaids, or I don't have that many people to speak about me. It's like, it's okay. We're in this together. Like, it's fine.
Yeah. And on the flip side of that, all of my best friends' weddings that I've gone to, every single one has a sister.
Right.
And I'm like, I don't have that. Like, I don't
Yeah.
have that built-in maid of honor person who's like going to give that speech, who's literally known me since the day they were born and since the day I was
Mhm.
born. Like, and so there's always going to be people who
There's-
have things
yeah.
that exactly what you don't have, but that doesn't mean, like, that doesn't necessarily say anything bad about you.
But that's what I go to
Yeah.
when I have
Always.
these moments of, wow, I'm not going to have 10 bridesmaids. And then I'm like, wow, no one loves me.
Right.
Wow. Like, it just goes in such a spiral of what's wrong. And then it goes back to what's wrong with me.
Quality, not quantity.
Yep. Even if it's 2 people.
Yeah.
I'd rather have I'd rather have one
Yeah.
amazing person than 10 shitty people that are going to
10
talk.
fake friends. Yeah.
Talk behind my back, or
1000%.
drop me because whatever. I'm not even going to say it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think 1000% when it comes to friendship, quality over quantity. What the fuck is the point of having all of these friends if you can't be yourself around them? You feel like they talk about you behind your back. You don't trust them. Like, you don't feel like they're really your people. It's so much more valuable to have one person who you really do trust and you can confide in and you can be yourself around, and like they're your person.
Yeah.
But it's so hard with social media.
Yep.
When you see people going out and doing all these things and surrounded by all these people and posting a million happy birthday reposts and like all this stuff, like,
oh
it's
my
really
God, that's
hard.
something that used to eat me alive. I don't know if you felt this way, but even a couple years ago, when that was such a big thing of like posting stories, or even the Facebook wall, when you'd have people like post collages.
I would count.
Oh my God, same.
I would count for myself, and then I would
Mhm.
compare it to other people.
Yep. And I would be like, wow, my one, so, back to the group of friends, I'd be like, oh, wow, the one person in my group of friends posted for this person, but didn't
But
post
not
for me. Like, why did that eat me alive? It's crazy.
Can I call out? I feel so bad because I'm so inconsistent. Like, I will show up for my friends. I mean, I think I show up for them. Like, I think I'm a really good friend. Two of my best friends, like, their birthdays are within the same week. Forgot both their birthdays last year. Last 2 years in a row, I forgot their birthdays, actually.
Yeah, but see, it's not on purpose.
Not on purpose. The 2 years ago, I forgot their birthdays. We were going on a trip to Aruba a
For their
week
birthday.
after their birthdays for all 3 of our birthdays. And I realized I was like, "Oh my," and I'm like, "Oh my God, like,
Yeah.
I'm a fucking asshole." But like they knew it wasn't personal. They didn't like I don't think they gave a shit because they were like, this, like Alana's not a bad friend. She's just forgetful.
Yeah. See, but that's really good of those friends because I'm not gonna lie, if it were me.
Yeah. I mean, maybe they were mad at me. I don't know. I
No,
don't
but
think
no,
so.
it's true. It's like you have to have one, the confidence and security like in your relationship. And I think it depends who it is too. Like
To not take it personally.
to not take it personally. Like I know me, if that was me last year and one of my friends did that, I'd be like, okay, so they hate me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I think it's
You're right. If it was me, I'd also be like, wait, like, why didn't this person wish me happy birthday?
Yeah, you would take it personally. So I
Yeah.
think a lot of it is like
Guys, I'm
self-confidence.
sorry if you took it personally. I apologize. You know I love you.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is
I just don't know what day it is.
right. Yeah, I think a lot of it is self-confidence and really knowing goes back to knowing who you are,
Yeah.
knowing you're a good person and knowing you're a
Yes.
good friend because I think again, I think I am. I think I'm a very good friend and
You
if
are.
someone else, thank you, can't see that then like fuck you. Sorry. Can you tell I'm still upset about a couple things?
I think so. Okay, you guys, let us know what else you want us to talk about with friendship. We could literally talk about this we could do an entire podcast about friendship.
Yeah.
So let us know what topics you want us to discuss. If there are like specific
If we
nuances
missed
about friendship.
anything.
I'm sure there's so much more to come. And let us know what questions you have if you're like dealing with some friendship. Like we've been through so much of it. So we are here. I want to do a few this or that's.
Okay.
And I think we're just going to keep doing this or that's every episode because they're really fun.
Yeah, I love it.
All right, Carly. And I came prepared this time, you guys. I came prepared. I have a whole list.
Yeah, last time she came up empty-handed, so
This or that. Only ever have a phone or only ever have a laptop?
phone.
Laptop.
Oh. Shoot, now I want to rethink it.
Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh.
What's your reasoning?
I was going to say phone. This is my first instinct of phone is smaller, take it anywhere, not annoying to like bring around every single place you go. And the data. Kind of
The
data on your phone. You can't be out in the street and there's no Wi-Fi
Oh,
on the
I see what-
computer.
yeah, I understand.
Your phone can be anywhere. If you pay for the data, you have the data. You can
Yeah.
take it anywhere. Computer, you can't. You have to be in Wi-Fi. So good luck.
I feel like you have so much more freedom. I guess you could have freedom with the phone because you have the freedom
You
to
know
get
what?
anywhere.
I stick to my answer.
But
I
but
like
with the
my reasoning.
laptop, like to not be, it's like I just aspire to not be attached to my phone.
Okay, but that's different. It's like, what are we asking this for? Like, do you need it? Because for safety reasons, it's like, I need my phone.
What if you had to write a 10-page essay? You gonna do that on your phone?
No, but what if you were stuck somewhere you didn't have Wi-Fi? Are you going to do that on your computer?
Ask someone to borrow their phone. iPads let you connect to the data. You can get a little iPad with a keyboard.
All right, next.
Never drink coffee again or never drink wine again.
Wine. I need my coffee. I'll drink other alcohol.
I'll drink wine over coffee.
Yeah, I know you will.
Yeah. Have more time or have more money?
Ooh.
This is hard.
Ooh. Time in what sense? Like time in the day, time in my whole life? Like, are you saying like diet 80 or diet 102? Like, is that the time that we're talking about? Because if we're talking about that, then yeah, time. But if we're talking about like just a couple more hours in the day, I don't know. I think I'd want more money.
I don't know. I was thinking of, I guess, more hours in the day or like another day in the week.
Oh. No, I'm okay.
More time to just do things.
No, I say that, and Jason's gonna listen to this and be like, "Wake the fuck up earlier! Like, don't wake up so late."
So your answer's money or time?
I don't know. I think money,
I think,
but I guess
but like time, you can't get back. It's
right.
like the whole money comes and goes, but you'll never
Yes.
be 28 doing
Okay.
this with that person.
Okay, but that's when it's different. It's like, are you adding one more hour to my day? Because I don't really care about one more hour to my day. If I don't have to be stressed about money, like
that's my thing. If I don't have to be stressed about money, then I can spend more time doing the things I
That I
love
don't
with
have
the
to
people that I
work.
love,
Yeah.
and less time working or like
Yeah,
stressing over
see?
work.
All right. Well,
All right, money.
yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Curious what you guys would think
If anyone
about.
wants to sponsor Life in Progress,
Yeah.
email Carly and Ilana at gmail.com so we can have more money and then
More
have more
time?
time.
Yeah.
Okay. Die before or after your partner?
Before.
Yeah. Yeah. Jake's going last. He's not allowed to go first.
Yeah.
Okay. Go to jail for a crime you didn't commit or get away with a crime but be paranoid about being caught for the rest of your life.
How long am I going to jail for?
Stop
Okay,
asking
but
follow-up questions.
These questions are important to my answer.
For a period of time.
I don't want to go to jail. I think I'd rather be paranoid. It depends. Like, are you putting me in jail for a night or a month? Like this
Well, I was
question.
thinking like a year or 10 years.
Oh, I'd rather be paranoid. I'm not going to jail. I'm not going to jail.
I almost
You
feel
have
like,
fun in the cell.
I feel like I'd rather spend like 6 months.
Oh, you did not say 6 months. You literally said a year or 10 years. You can change your
You
answer.
said a night or a month. I'm meeting you halfway.
I don't even think I can do a month in jail.
If I did it, fine, I'll take a year.
Really?
If I did the crime, I'll do the time.
Yeah.
If it's a year.
I'm out.
And then I can move on with my life.
Okay, I'm out. I don't think I will not survive in jail.
But then I have to mark off on every job application that I've been convicted of a crime and
Yeah.
serve time. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna not do illegal things other than jaywalking. Okay. Be 45 minutes late or 45 minutes early to everything you go to.
Early. I get so stressed. I get so much anxiety if I'm late. Even a minute late. I need to be early.
Oh my God, I'm always late.
Yeah, I hate people that are late.
I hate being late. It stresses me out so much. And I'm always late.
Yeah, I think it's so disrespectful.
I'm sorry.
No,
I
it's
don't mean
okay.
to be.
It's okay. Can I tell you what bothers me the most?
About me or
no,
people?
No. In general, is when someone knows I'm coming to pick them up because I'm the complete
And they're
opposite,
not ready.
and they are not ready.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting in my car for 10 minutes down there. Like, if someone's telling me they're gonna be ready, like be there in 10 minutes, like I will be there to make sure they have 5 minutes to spare.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I feel that.
Keep going.
All right, let's do one more. Time travel or teleportation? I think time travel gets really confusing with like, well, are you allowed to do things or did that change the trajectory of
a lot
time?
more
Like
questions
I don't
have.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd
Like,
rather just be able to
just,
teleport
like,
somewhere. I wanna
Bopping
go.
in somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that sounds chill. I'm down.
Down to not pay for a flight somewhere.
Yep. All right. You
You want
guys.
more?
No, oh, one more. Okay.
I don't
one
know.
more. Let's keep going. All right. Unlimited free food at any restaurant for the rest of your life or unlimited free flights anywhere for the rest of your life?
Oh my God, that's a good one.
No, I did not come up with these on my own.
Oh, I'm aware. I guess you could have. Sorry, was that rude? Oh my God. Shit, I'm gonna have to think about this one. Unlimited free food anywhere you go for the rest of your life,
Yes.
or unlimited flights.
Yep.
The free food, because you do that you eat way more
So
than you
true.
fly.
So true.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Like pay for the flights, you get all your food for free.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm saving way more money by
Yeah.
eating free.
Yeah.
And I also feel like there are some times where like I feel like me and Jake do this often where it's like, well, sometimes we have an option to eat something for free, but it's unhealthy, or we could like be healthy, but it's expensive.
Mm.
So like, and I know this is like an actual like crisis in America of like,
Yep.
it is expensive to be healthy.
Yep. So if I could
So-
just have unlimited healthy food.
Yeah, like, that'd be awesome.
Oh my God. Maybe. Yeah. Wow.
Unlimited sugar fish.
Maybe I
Sign
wouldn't
me
have so
up.
many stomach aches.
Yeah, seriously. No, I'd still make bad choices. That's okay.
But we'd make less.
Fewer bad choices.
Fewer.
It's
Yeah.
making fewer bad choices.
Woo!
Ow, ow.
All right.
All right. That was great.
That was great.
How you feeling?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Love it.
All right. How do we end it again?
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in.
We're
Follow-
still getting used to
Make
this.
sure you are following us on Instagram at It's Life in Progress. And then I'm not saying it's at Life in Progress. I'm saying at It's Life in
We
Progress.
didn't get the life in progress.
We didn't. But that's okay.
It's fine.
We're Instagram accounts in progress. At TikTok, on TikTok at It's Life in Progress. And make sure you're subscribed on Spotify and Apple and YouTube and wherever else you watch or listen to your podcast. And yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to send in questions and topic suggestions and feedback. We love feedback here
Love
at Life in
feedback.
Progress.
We will see you next hump day.
We will.
Bye.
Bye.